We've been having a lot of very technical and important discussion at this conference, but there is one very serious topic that hasn't been mentioned, something that's ruining our developers' lives every single day, and I want to be the one to break the silence, so should I just press? Okay, he's gonna do it, okay.
When I first saw the title of Big Buck Bunny, I thought it was gonna be furry porn, but it was a B, not an F. What I saw was even worse.
In 2018, 10 years after the Blender Institute released its open-source computer-animated blockbuster, Big Buck Bunny, we are now only beginning to understand the effects that this work has had on the video developer community. According to portions of a certain State of the Internet report, which were not released publicly, over 200,000 engineers worldwide have collectively watched the first 30 seconds of Big Buck Bunny over 20 billion times, for a total yearly bandwidth consumption that rivals that of Netflix and YouTube combined. But how has years of exposure to this video affected video engineers on an emotional and psychological level? We traveled to broadcasters and video technology companies around the world to understand what it's really like to watch the same test stream over and over and over and over and over and over again. Today, for the first time, we are revealing the dark truths behind an open source cartoon. These are their stories.
Morning huddles are chaotic and sometimes violent, taking up to 25 minutes. Just the other day I printed a butterfly chart and one of the developers grabbed it out of my hand and ripped it in half.
Every hands-on meeting or roadmap presentation we do systematically ends up in somebody getting knocked out by walnuts. So we just stopped doing them.
Apology of self-administered justice. It's the root cause of the mob culture that we're seeing grow more and more prevalent in these video developers over the past decade.
Watching blades of grass sway in the wind is one of the most peaceful scenes in nature, but when those scenes come up in Big Buck Bunny, it makes my eyes want to bleed. Also, as humans, apparently we've learned that violence solves everything. Fine, I'll look at your pull request.
Yeah, of course I've watched it all the way through. It's only 10 minutes and 35 seconds.
Have you ever fallen asleep to the soundtrack?
Yes, I have been known to fall asleep to the soundtrack. Who told you that?
I've been following this thread for a long time. And this guy says he sees Illuminati stuff in Big Buck Bunny, and not just triangles and stuff, okay? He says that you can transcode it in 8K format in MPEG-2 with 262 baseline, and he says that you play it at 42 frames per second backwards, and then you add on an HDR filter with Romanian subtitles, and that is where you start to see the real power of Big Buck Bunny.
There may, however, be a light at the end of the rabbit hole. With 1 out of 5 video engineers suffering from psychological damage caused by the overexposure to Big Buck Bunny, industry leaders have come together to fight the epidemic.
Hello, my name is Will Law, and I've been doing a lot of very serious soul-searching recently. Given the grave nature of the situation, I've decided to devote the rest of my career to addressing the bunny problem. I'm henceforth resigning from the Dash Industry Forum, the CTA Wave Project, the R4WT20 Working Group, and instead I am launching a new industry forum, the Big Buck Bunny Crisis Management Industry Forum, BBBCMIF. This new industry forum will create interop guidelines around the management of Big Buck Bunny related exposure. We'll promote and catalyze the adoption of preventative measures to protect new generations of engineers. We're also going to help the old guys who've been overexposed to elephant stream, as well as newer developers who are currently suffering from Tears of Steel. The BBBCMIF will be throwing a huge bash at NAB in April next year. We will be drinking ourselves under the table, and I invite you to join us.
Trời nắng thỏ đi tắm nắng, vươn vai thỏ dùng đôi tay, nhảy tới đu trong nắng mới, bên nhau ta cùng chơi. Mưa to rồi mau về thôi, mưa to rồi mau về thôi. Trời nắng thỏ đi tắm nắng, vươn vai thỏ dùng đôi tay, nhảy tới đu trong nắng mới, bên nhau ta cùng chơi.
Yes. Okay, just a quick word. Yeah, we're joking about, but thank you very much, J.K. Blender Foundation. We love to have open source movies, and thank you to everyone who participated in the making of this video. Thank you, guys.